So this in this section of the Goldmine ebook, I want to talk about defining your gold, or how do you identify your market valuable skills. So to understand this, a skill is something that you can do to produce predefined outcome, and you're able to repeat it. For example, walking, talking, reading, and smiling can all be considered simple skills that you can actually do. However, there are also some complex skills that require the use of several simple skills put together to produce an outcome that is predefined. For example, programming, driving, house cleaning, etc. Any skill that you have is a skill that can provide value to the marketplace. Just look around at any job or any service being provided by anyone, and you will see hundreds of skills that people get paid and that they get paid for, and you can already do yourself, because any complex or advanced or technical skill is composed of simple and basic common skills. So another way to look at skills is that if any person can do something, then you can do it. If any person has a skill, then chances are you have it too. This will help you remember more of the skills you already have and not limit yourself to only those that you think you have. So defining your goal is always a work in progress. You never finish. The more you learn about yourself and your skills, the more you will find additional skills or additional ways to break down and rearrange your skills into new ones. You should always engage in this activity to identify more and more ways you can create value and add to your skill set. So to define your goal, start by identifying all of the skills that you have, and here's a simple way to do it. Start by brainstorming everything that you can do, starting from the very simple and basic and common things you can do to the more complex and advanced. You can think of the following: all of the skills you use in your current job. Second, you can think of all of the skills you have from any job you've done previously. Third, from all of the activities you do on a regular basis, or even occasionally, any activity you do. Another way to think about your skills is to look into the education that you've received, whether it's a high school education, community college, undergraduate, even postgraduate. All present you with possible skills that you can actually use. In addition to that, you can think of all of the skills you read about in books, and all of the skills you've seen other people do, and even the skills that you've seen on TV shows or in movies. So as you write your skills, and it becomes a cumulative process, is you're going to come up with a very long list. And if it's not a long list, then you're not done with it yet. So you need to list as many as possible and state each skill in as many different ways as possible as well. This will give you a better perspective on what is it that you can really do, and help your brain come up with more creative ways to look at your skills and what is your have experienced, you've learned, you've seen. All are things that you should be able to repeat. So when you're done, you can arrange your list and put the more advanced and more complex ones on the top, and the less advanced, the simple ones like reading, like walking, like listening, you put those on the bottom. And this collection of skills that you have, from the very complex to the very simple, this collection is what you are going to think of as your gold. This is your gold that you will be mining to turn it into cash. So I hope this helps, and I'll be explaining the rest of it in upcoming episodes.